Hi, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Comet Conversation. We are joined on today's program by Barb Donahue. Barb is our Amherst School District Treasurer. Barb, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on today's program.
Well, thank you, Mr. Sayers, for having me.
We want to talk a little bit about district finances, and maybe we could start, if you wanted to share a little bit about where we stand financially as a district as of right now.
Well, I'm happy to say Amherst Schools is in great financial shape, and we are through the 5-year forecast, which takes us through 2022, barring there's no catastrophic issues.
Well, and that's great news, and certainly I know one of the factors that has contributed to our financial stability is the reduction of school buildings that we're operating. Several years ago, we closed the Shoup Elementary School building, and just this last year, we closed the Harris building, and so we've went from 6 to 4 school buildings that we're operating. Can you talk a little bit about how that positively impacts our financial picture?
It absolutely impacts the financial picture, not only through operating cost, along with insurance savings. It makes a difference in our financial health.
It just when you're operating fewer buildings, overall, we're able to operate a lot more efficiently. Isn't that the case?
Absolutely. Utilities, and it even actually goes down into some of the operating costs we have throughout the district with supplies and different things like that. So it makes a big difference in our big picture, and we're pleased.
And certainly helps us moving forward as well. And speaking of moving forward, as we look to the future, when would you anticipate the next levy being on the ballot here in Amherst?
We have an operating levy that's coming up for renewal in 2022, so it'll be on the ballot of November 2021, and of course that is a renewal for the district.
Yeah, and of course that's an important point, the fact that we're looking 3 or 4 years out until we get to that next tax levy, and that tax levy, as you mentioned, will be a renewal, which of course is not a tax increase, and It's just a maintaining of current tax collection. So that's a good position to be in.
It is, and we're fortunate the community supports us in that venture, and we hope that continues.
Well, in speaking of community and taxes, I know the auditor just released the updated property tax information for all of the Lorain County school districts. Can you share a little bit about where we stand in terms of property taxes in Lorain County?
Absolutely. I'm happy to say that Amherst is third lowest out of 14 school districts in Lorain County.
Yeah. We are fortunately in a great position financially now, and as we project into the future, and I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for your work.
Thank you.
And the work that your staff does in your office, and we look forward to having you back on the program in the future.
Appreciate that.
Thank you again, Barb, and thank you most of all to you, our viewing audience. And as always, if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns about district finances or anything else for that matter, please feel free to give me a call at the board office. That number is 440-988-4406. Thank you so much, and go Comets.